Stefan, that you're going to play in a week's time?
Yeah, I hope so. I think I've trained enough now and got into some good match minutes with the last 2 friendlies we've had. So now it's really just up to the coaching staff whether they think I'm fit enough. But I'll put my hand up and I'm ready to go.
Annoying missing so much of the pre-season, but you would have had the chance to sort of get fit and rest a little bit. So if you do start or if you get some minutes, do you feel like you could be pretty fresh and ready to attack the season head on?
Yeah, definitely. I think the extra long pre-season has helped me and probably a few of our other players. So it's it's been a long time. I've had time to, I guess, refresh and get my leg better, and that was the main thing. And now I'm just getting up to speed with all the training sessions, and I won't be as fit as some of the other players, but hopefully after the first 2 or 3 rounds I'll be up there with everyone else.
I think maybe bar Nathan, like pretty much a fully fit squad. How much of a boost is that starting the year with basically everyone available?
Yeah, it's massive. I think the teams that always do the best are the ones that have the most consistent starting 11s out there, and that's been a big thing for us this pre-season, to make sure that we get really fit and that we're durable. Last pre-season we had an okay pre-season, but compared to this year we've got a lot more, I guess, distance covered, more sessions completed, and going into the season with pretty much a full squad is exactly what we wanted.
How big's the challenge of going over to WA, dealing with time zone differences and probably a full crowd? How big is that road trip for teams?
Yeah, it's probably the hardest road trip of the year, but to do it first up I think is the best, and you know, we're just excited to go, so we could be playing anywhere and everyone would just be happy to be going out there. So it's a tough first up game. We always have good games against Perth Glory, and it's exciting just to be playing.
Why was it best to do it first?
I think, you know, because it is the furthest distance, the time zone. It's normally hot. I think it's only 24 or 25 this weekend, but you know, doing it first up, you're just excited to play, so you don't really care. You're not thinking about it too much.
Just one on your body again. Are you ahead of where you thought you were? I read a couple of articles where you were sort of half expecting to miss the first match.
Yeah, probably a little bit. The last couple of weeks, I think I've gotten maybe more minutes than maybe they were expecting, and I felt fine. So I haven't had any little setbacks, which has been important, and the season getting delayed by the couple of weeks has helped me out. So I'm feeling really good to go, and I'm just excited to get out there.
From a leadership perspective, how have you developed over the last few months?
Yeah, I guess being in rehab a lot, that was something myself and I guess Craig Goodwin were in there as well, so it was a bit different, where you're trying to lead in a different way, and trying to make the other young players that were in there with us to learn that, you know, you're going to be injured at times and you have to make sure that you're diligent in your rehab, because then when you come back on the field you're going to be in a better position. So that was something that I think I tried to do, and you know, hopefully it's put me in a good position, because when I come back I'm fitter than what I maybe would have been if I didn't give 100%, and same with some of the other players.
It's great going to rehab room.
Yeah, Goody's all right. He pushes himself hard. He's a good swimmer, actually. That's what I found out, and I'm not a very good swimmer. So.
Where are you going to play this season? More advanced or?
Wherever Cole tells me to play. We'll probably play pretty similar to last season, I think, in the way we go about it, and whether I play as one of the 8s or as a higher up 10, it really probably just depends on the way we're playing that week.
I'm sure you've spent plenty of your life watching Daniel Sturridge banging goals for Liverpool and England. A cool prospect of potentially playing him or facing him on Saturday night.
Yeah, it's massive for the league. He's probably the biggest name since a Del Piero, and I think he's come at a younger age, and if he gets himself right, you know, he's going to be one of the best players, if not the best player in the league, because he has been a top player, not just I guess of recent years, because he's been out of action, but he was playing with Liverpool when they were winning leagues, and you know, it's just an exciting thing for us to come up against.
You can't speak to the back four, but do you think with a younger side and all those sorts of things, that when you come up against top quality opponents like that, the younger sides or the opposing teams have a point to prove?
Yeah, I guess you can look at it both ways, and they may be a little bit scared and give him too much time on the ball because they respect him. But I think the way we'll go about it is that, you know, we want to press and we want to be hungry, and we'll give him no space. So that's the way I think we'll be. I can't really comment on what other teams will do, but it's a great signing for the league, and it's exciting.
What goals is this concept for this season?
We haven't set any specific goals. I think a big thing for us is we want to win every single game we play. So by doing that, If we do that, then we'll probably finish on top. But you know, we think we should be a top 4 side, and you know, we've got good enough quality in our team, and we've got some really good young players coming through as well. So for me, I think that's a really big goal of ours, should be to make that top 4, and if you can get top 2 with the new finals format, it's a big advantage as well.